Rihanna is ready to release her R9 album to expose Beyoncé. Today, we will talk about how the singer prepared her revenge for 9 years. Subscribe, hit the bell, and find out if Riri will destroy Mrs. Carter's reputation. Is it true that Rihanna miraculously did not repeat Rita Ora and Foxy Brown's fate, whom Bey also suspected of having affairs with Jay? And most importantly, who made Miss Fenty almost forget about music? Her 2024 comeback will not please them.
It's gonna be unlike anything I've made. I'm just gonna take risk and try stuff.
Eagle-eyed Rihanna fans saw this as a preview of some revelations that had been brewing since the release of her last album, Fenty, which became the first and last in the singer's discography after signing to Jay-Z's label. Watch till the end and you'll see whether there was Beyoncé's revenge for her broken heart. And is it true? Riri is finally ready to talk about it after almost a decade of silence. In February, her boyfriend A$AP Rocky confirmed Riri was working on music. The couple was caught during a romantic trip to Paris, where she let it slip. That was weird because in December 2023, at her Fenty X Puma show, Rihanna said otherwise.
I can't tell you everything. It's giving crystal ball.
If Riri is so afraid to talk about her album, she has someone to fear. After all, on February 11, 2024, at the Super Bowl, where Usher was the headliner, everyone was talking not about him, but Beyoncé. She released an ad with Verizon announcing her new album. Her Act 2 is slated for March 29, and Queen Bey won't need competition, especially those who she successfully pushed down all these years. Don't believe us? In 2018, Riri announced R9 on The Graham Norton Show, but in September 2019, she told Entertainment Tonight. Although in November 2019, she promised Vogue a new reggae album was in the works. She and her fellow musicians, Haiti Baby and Coffee, confirmed the release of the record and the first song, Real High. Then, there was 2020 pandemic, and the album was allegedly postponed for that reason. Then, Riri gave birth to a son, and then another one. Did fans know the true reason for the delay?
In my work life, it's just, I've been disappointed so many times, and I've been left with nothing.
Rita Ora said in 2023 interview about the Carters' tactic. First, they promise a whole world and then leave you with nothing. They gave her money to promote her first album, and then they almost forgot about her. It was the same with Rihanna. While she was on the Def Jam label, where there were other people besides Jay, her albums received financing. They rented 10 studios with a staff of 40 musicians for $25,000 a day. An average of $1 million was spent on one of Riri's songs. But in a strange coincidence, right after Rihanna moved to Jay-Z's label Roc Nation in 2014, her music career almost ended. Her latest album, Fenty, might not have seen the light of day at all. Only a deal with Samsung for $25 million pulled out the record. Fans were furious. Roc Nation didn't promote it at all. But then, for his beloved Bey, her hubby recorded a joint album and made the best promo in the world. It was a Bonnie and Clyde movie with cameos from Sean Penn, Don Cheadle, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Blake Lively. Most likely so that his wife would stop being jealous of his protégés. Rita and Rihanna were rumored to be his mistresses, and allegedly Queen Bey tried to ruin their careers as revenge. After all, it was during this period when the Carters were closest to divorce, in 2014, that both Rihanna and Rita stopped receiving funding for their music. Ora even sued Roc Nation for this and left the label. After Fenty, Rihanna moved away from music and focused on business, as that would give her a chance to earn at least some money for her family, since some people are trying so hard to end her career.
Now it's like a carousel. Today I do fashion, tomorrow I do lingerie, then I do beauty, and then I do music.
In 2023, her line Fenty Beauty brought in $582 million and is valued at $2.8 billion. She founded the lingerie brand Savage X Fenty, which is now worth almost $3 billion. Rihanna even became an investor in Jay's streaming platform Tidal and earned $9 million. Therefore, Riri wants to return to music not for money, but for justice. In November 2023, Jaguar Wright said in an interview with Star Monroe that in addition to Rihanna and Rita, Bey removed another competitor with her husband's hands. He ruined Foxy Brown's life.
Discards people and tries to erase them like they never exist so he doesn't have to see them or deal.
Nas said Jay was allegedly dating Foxy, an underage girl. In 1996 and 1999, she recorded 2 successful albums, which sold 6 million copies. But in 2002, she moved to Mr. Carter at Def Jam, where she put all control of her career in his hands. And for some reason, she recorded 2 mediocre albums, developed health problems, and even went to jail. Just when Jay started dating Beyoncé. Bey does not tolerate any competition, either for the heart of her husband or for the heart of her audience. That's why she treated Destiny's Child girlie so poorly. She advised Far Franklin to go home and not interfere with their performance, and gave a side-eye at Kelly Rowland when she called herself the second male vocalist. When rumors of a feud with Rihanna surfaced in 2006, Beyoncé told Complex,
"I have real God-given talent, determination, and legacy that will always set me apart from everyone else,"
hinting that she gave the push to this upstart career. After all, her husband did not consider Rihanna to be a talent. In a 2021 interview with Michael Yo, the rapper's friend DJ Sipa Sounds said,
"The night before, me and Jay-Z had an argument about her. He was like, I don't know, it might be just one song."
Rihanna fans sense R9 will expose how, in turn, Queen Bey's talent was successfully nurtured by her middle-class dad, Matthew Knowles, who invested all the money in his daughter's career. How her husband's platform Tidal was caught boosting streams for Lemonade, and her 5th record, Beyoncé, became a hit only thanks to Bey making 17 videos for this. Do you understand what kind of budget she had? Beyoncé recent hater, Jason Lee, confirmed that.
This is why I'm not trying to compare her to Rihanna, but this is why I think Rihanna is more relatable to people.
It's not for nothing he wants to call Kelly Rowland for an interview, who, like Rihanna, has not released a single record in 10 years. For some reason, everyone who crosses Beyoncé's path suddenly disappears from the radar. Only Rihanna is holding out for now because she brings them some money. Thanks to his protege, Jay-Z won an Emmy Award in 2024. He produced her Super Bowl show with Hamish Hamilton, for which he won an Emmy for directing and another award for production design. But that is just the beginning. Rihanna signed a $40 million deal with Roc Nation and is now obliged to tour with them in 2024. And to go on tour, she needs this.
I want to go back on tour when there's new music, right? We already know what that's gonna be.
According to the diva, her record will be produced by the Carter's friends, Pharrell Williams and The Dream. Do you understand? The control over the tour and even her new music is again in the hands of those who have been sabotaging Rihanna's career for a long time? Will she be able to break free and tell her truth? Share in the comments. The new R9 could destroy Mrs. Carter's reputation if it does come out.